The YouTube channel Exploring with Bear has built a strong following by going to places most people wouldn't dare step foot in. But in this video things felt different, more serious, more real. It was a night trip, and Bear and his team were about to face something they wouldn't easily forget.
Welcome back to another adventure, fam. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jared Bear. For today's adventure, I'm filming with my nephew Jakey.
Hi guys.
We are in Helltown right now on this abandoned haunted road. We're going to try using the app Randonautica. And for those of you that don't know what Randonautica is,
Randonautica is a mobile app that uses quantum random number generator to provide users with random coordinates in their local area, encouraging them to explore.
So essentially what Randonautica does is it takes your mind, it takes your thoughts, it takes your attentions and sends you by map to a location that when you arrive there, you're supposed to find something that lined up with your intention. Like if you're thinking something scary, it's supposed to lead you somewhere scary. If you're thinking money, like it could lead you to money. What do you think? Money? Creepy? Spooky? What should we do?
Creepy.
Creepy?
Creepy.
Creepy. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this Randonautica adventure. We're on this crazy, haunted, abandoned road in Helltown. Who knows what we're going to find out here? There's so many crazy stories about this place.
The video starts just before sunset. They use the Randonautica app again, this time setting their intention to find something morbid. The app sends them deep into the woods, far from roads, lights, or any sign of people. As night falls, things get tense fast. They only have one working flashlight between them. Not ideal. And soon, strange howls echo through the trees.
Cursed road. And now it's getting nighttime too. This is when it's supposed to like come alive and do something to you. It's already got a way more spooky vibe though, don't it? This place, I'm telling you, at nighttime. And there's Wendigo, man. There's so much out here. It's insane. Take the camera. Take the camera. No, point it this way. Get this on film. Not me, though.
At first, they think it might be animals, maybe coyotes. But the sound is off. At times, it sounds too human. The howls don't stay in one spot. They move, like something is circling them. Still, Bear keeps the camera rolling as they push deeper into the darkness.
Oh man, what's that say?
That says die.
That says die on it.
That was not there.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that being there.
Is that like blood dripped around it? Look at the blood right there. Is that blood? Oh, look. Oh, there's somebody down there. This is the way we gotta go.
We're in the radius.
Man, I can't even see you on camera anymore. We're in the radius now?
Yeah, we're in the radius now.
Crap, we
Go farther and it's up there.
Hey, since I got the camera, can I use your flashlight? Because I can't see anything now.
Eventually, they reach a narrow bridge. The air feels heavier here. The group stops when they see a word painted on the bridge's base, D-I-E. Right next to it, there's a pool of dark red fluid. It looks fresh, could be a prank, but it doesn't feel like one. And then, the scariest moment. Just beyond the bridge, their flashlight catches something in the distance. Several silent figures standing along the side of the road. They don't move, don't speak, just stand there, watching. The team turns off the flashlight immediately and ducks behind cover, whispering, trying not to make noise.
That makes me a little nervous.
I don't remember that being there.
No. Yeah, it said die. Oh man, what is going on? Keep your light down. Hopefully they don't see us. Oh, here's the bridge. And we're in the radius.
It's like right on.
It's like right on the bridge.
Yeah.
When they peek again, the figures are gone, vanished into the trees. No one knows who or what they were, but it rattles the whole group.
Do you see something?
Yeah.
What is it? Hold on. I don't like. Oh, let's put the lid back on. Hold on. People are coming. We'll take that with us.
Okay.
We need to. What is going on here?
Finally, they reach the location Randonautica led them to. Hidden under some leaves, they find a small old box. Inside are a few items, but they don't feel random. They feel personal.
That looks. Hold on. I don't know if I would just touch that yet. That looks sort of. What is this? Hair tie. Really dirty. It's like got stains on it though. There's stains on that. A glove. One glove. There's a bunch of dirt and crap. There's like white dirt in there. It's a different kind of dirt.
What is it?
Piece of paper.
Number 7. And it's burnt on the sides.
Number 7. Here, let's show the camera. NU7. You think number, Jakey, stands for number?
Yeah.
NU7. Is that a stain on the side of that too? Is that burnt or is that like a blood stain on the corner of that?
That's burnt. You can tell from the black.
On the edges. I know that circle is, but what about on the right on the edge? Is that a stain?
That has to
Or
be
is that
burnt.
burnt too?
That has to be burnt.
That's creepy.
What's number 7 mean?
Number 7, I don't know.
A single used glove, a stained scrunchie, burned pieces of paper, and a gritty, foul-smelling substance that sticks to their hands. One scrap of paper has NU7 written on it. They don't know what it means. A code? A warning? Whatever this was, it felt dark. As they make their way back to the car, things get worse. Some of them feel sick, itchy skin, nausea, sudden anxiety. Could be fear, or maybe something more. They also find a walkie-talkie left behind, maybe from a past visit. But it only makes the paranoia grow. Everything starts to feel connected. Bear admits on camera, he's been to a lot of creepy places, but this one shook him. The figures in the woods, the threatening graffiti, the strange, cursed-feeling items in the box. It was too much to brush off as coincidence. And now the big question lingers. Was it all just a creepy night and a scary imagination? Or did Randonautica lead them straight into something evil? Either way, Bear and his team walked away with more than just a story. They left with a warning, one they'll never forget. The YouTube channel, Grassman58, is known for quietly exploring strange things in the wilderness, and this video is a great example. In it, the creator takes us to a hidden stream deep in the forest near Colville, Washington. While walking along the rocky stream bed, he finds something strange and a little unsettling.
Okay, it's August 28th, Sunday morning at about 9:35 a.m. I came across what appears to be tracks along this stream bed. Not sure exactly what made them. I'm not jumping the gun and saying that whatever it is what I'm thinking, but I'll just show you. First impression, marked with a Coke can. And you can see I got more cans set up going in that direction. Come over, kind of make out the heel, possibly, maybe even a toe. Then we come over, another impression. They seem old. Come over this way.
A trail of huge, human-like footprints that are hard to explain. Right away, you notice he isn't jumping to wild conclusions or hyping things up. He just records what he sees, calmly and carefully. As he explores the cold mountain stream near his campsite, he starts noticing strange marks in the ground.
It's right here. But you can see the stride is pretty good distance from one another. Now, I'm not saying that this is Bigfoot, but sure looks interesting. I mean, look at this one again. You can kind of see the heel area right here. This one is iffy, but it's there. Kind of see the impression where the dirt's got pushed back. Maybe some toes here, possibly. Just seems like kind of a small heel. But this track is very interesting, so I casted it. It's at least a inch and a half in, but definitely some toes here. Couldn't really make out if there was a fifth toe or not, but I casted it just to be on the safe side.
At first, they're shallow, almost easy to miss. But as he keeps walking, the prints become clearer. To show how big they are, he places soda cans next to them, and even makes a plaster cast of one of the clearest prints.
Just under 7 inches, a little smaller. This is the one I casted. Put my Glock there to give it some scale. Let's see what it measures out to be. About 15, it's a little over 15 inches long. About 7 inches again. Pretty interesting. Distance between center of the toe or center of the foot to other foot, about, say, about 4.5 feet. Let's just put that down for a second. See, it's a pretty good stride.
The footprints range from 15 to 19 inches long and about 7 inches wide. One of them even sinks 2 inches into the dirt, showing that whatever made it was heavy. The prints seem to follow a straight path, possibly coming down from a hill and then crossing the stream. What's even weirder is the distance between each step, about 5.5 feet. For comparison, most humans have a stride length of just 2.5 feet. So whatever made these prints wasn't just big, it had really long legs and walked upright. The shape, the spacing, and the direction of the prints don't match any known animals in the area. And then, things get even stranger. He finds what looks like fresh scat nearby. He doesn't know what kind of creature left it, but it adds to the mystery.
So I'm not sure, but maybe it came down from that direction across the stream, which is freaking ice cold. Maybe that's the track. I'm not sure. Maybe one there. Not too sure if that's a toe imprint or not. Kind of kicked up there a little bit, you can see, but not sure. Possible another, maybe a toe. Not real sure about that. Not sure about this. Could be bear. Could be anything, actually. I don't know.
It's also worth noting just how cold that stream is. Not chilly, freezing. The kind of cold that would hurt to walk through without shoes. So the idea of someone walking barefoot through this area, with massive steps and no sign of boots or gear, doesn't make much sense. The creator suggests that if a human made these tracks, they'd have to be extremely tall, strong, and somehow okay with walking barefoot through freezing water in the middle of nowhere. To stay fair, he compares the footprints with a firearm and measures the distance between them. Everything points to the same conclusion. These tracks weren't left by ordinary hikers or campers. There's no big twist at the end. No creature jumps out, just the footprints and questions. Sometimes, what's not explained is more chilling than anything you can catch on camera. On May 5, 2025, the YouTube channel Driveline posted a short but intense clip that quickly spread across trucking forums and social media. It shows a strange moment at a Louvre's truck stop, one that left viewers confused, amused, and a little concerned. The video starts with the person behind the camera quietly watching another truck driver.
I have no clue what's going on. What is going on? What the hell is going on? This is some angry loves laundry right here. He is pissed off about something. What is he doing? He's wringing his clothes out. Some kind of manual drying method here. Yeah, he's wringing his clothes. He went. What is going on, guys? Somebody tell me in the comments. Somebody help me understand.
The man looks clearly frustrated. He's outside his truck, aggressively wringing out wet laundry, shaking clothes, and tossing them around like he's in the middle of a meltdown. At first, it just seems odd. Maybe he's just drying his clothes in a weird way. But things quickly get out of hand.
But what is going on with this guy? Oh, this is floor mat. He kicked his floor mat. He is mad at something. Bro. of coffee. Okay, I'm gonna guess he got him a fresh cup of coffee, got in his truck, and spilled that fresh cup of coffee all over everything. His clothes, his floor mats, his shoes.
He starts kicking his floor mats out of the cab and even throws what looks like a full cup of coffee across the parking lot. It's believed that the whole outburst may have started because he spilled hot coffee inside his truck, soaking his clothes, gear, and possibly his entire cab. If that's true, it definitely explains why he's upset. But instead of just dealing with it, the driver starts lashing out at everything. Clothes, mats, coffee cups. He tosses them all in a full-on tantrum.
He's clearly pissed off, and he's pissed at his coffee, which, by the way, he didn't pick up, throwing in trash. So that's how stuff ends up just laying around.
For a moment, the usually calm truck stop turns into total chaos. No one gets hurt, and the damage seems limited to his own stuff. But the scene is strange enough that it caught everyone's attention. It's one of those moments that makes you wonder how close any of us might be to just snapping over something as simple as a spilled drink. Ian runs a YouTube channel simply called Ian on YouTube. He's 30 years old and has been posting videos for nearly 10 years. His content is usually light and fun. Everything from daily work vlogs to late-night adventures. But one video stood out from the rest. It was different. It was about something that truly scared him. On January 18th, 2024, Ian uploaded a video describing a very disturbing experience he had while stealth camping in a McDonald's parking lot in Palm Springs, California. If you don't know what stealth camping is, it's when someone sleeps in their car or tent in a place where camping isn't allowed. The goal is usually to stay unnoticed. Some people do it because they have to go. Others do it just for the thrill. But the risk is always the same. You're out in the open with no protection if something or someone dangerous shows up. That's exactly what happened to Ian on the night of January 16th. By that point, Ian was already used to stealth camping. He had done it many times, even in tough situations like during heavy rain or sandstorms. So parking overnight at a McDonald's seemed easy compared to those other nights.
Like this maybe? And so in my videos, we'll still be able to see here, but can you see it from the outside? If I dim it down all the way, there's a tiny, I mean, you can see in there, but that is pretty damn stealthy. And way better than having those things in here.
He didn't think twice about it. He set everything up and got ready to sleep in the back of his car. But just as he started to drift off, he heard something. Someone was trying to open the door, over and over again. Ian sat up fast and looked around, and there he saw it.
What's going on, man? What's going on? What's up? What's up, man? What's going on? What are you doing? Hey, bro. What's up? What you doing, man? Man, you fucking weird, bro. What the hell, man? Sorry guys, my light's on. Oh man, I'm shaking, dude. I had my whole setup, I was sleeping back there, dude. Oh man, he tried to open my door. And then you guys saw that, he wasn't saying anything, man. Dude was a freaking zombie, dude. I don't even have my glasses on, I can't be driving.
A man standing right outside his passenger side door. What made the whole thing even more creepy was that the man didn't say a word. Ian tried speaking to him, asking what he wanted. But the man just stood there, silent. Ian kept calling out, but got no response. Luckily, instead of stepping out or opening a window, Ian made a smart choice. He stayed locked inside, started his car, and drove to a more hidden corner of the lot. But the scare wasn't over.
I was parked right over there, and I'm still shaking, dude. That was insane. And this guy I just heard like a hello. I was sleeping, and then this dude grabbed my door handle, man. I don't know where he went. And you guys saw him. He was like a freaking zombie, dude. There he is. There he is. I see him. All right, that was definitely the craziest thing that's happened to me so far. I really apologize, guys. The lighting is not going to be great, but I'm just trying to hunker down and go to bed for the night. When I first started watching stealth camping videos, I could have never imagined like the stuff that would actually happen. It seems perfect, right? Like you're in your car, you're traveling, you're sleeping, you're all perfectly hunkered down, everything's going according to plan, like this is your own place. But the scary thing is you're in public, and when you're in public, you have all sorts of people around you, and you can't control it. Like, you never know what's gonna happen.
Just a few minutes later, Ian saw the same man again. He was walking around the parking lot, like he was searching for Ian's car. That's when Ian knew he had to leave. He drove far away to a different place and managed to sleep there for the rest of the night, without anything else happening. But one thing stayed on his mind. Who was that man? And what was he planning to do? Ian didn't share any updates after that. There's nothing new in the video description either, so all we can do is guess. Maybe it was just someone with mental health problems who didn't realize what he was doing. That would explain why he didn't answer Ian, or just calmly walked away. But there's another possibility. One that feels more likely. Maybe the man really was trying to break into Ian's car, and when he got caught, he acted quiet and confused to seem less dangerous. Some viewers even think the man might have been on drugs, which would explain the strange behavior and how unpredictable, or even dangerous, he seemed. Thankfully, Ian trusted his instincts, stayed in his car, and got away safely. Whatever that man was planning, Ian never found out. The YouTube channel Om Manu is known for solo camping trips to eerie, often dangerous places, especially ones linked to dark legends and real-life crimes. In this video posted on May 20th, 2025, the creator heads deep into the Indonesian countryside, setting up camp near a remote riverbank with a disturbing history. Just a few months earlier, this very river made headlines. A man's body had been found, his hands and feet tied, his body weighed down with rocks, and dumped in the water. It was clearly a cover-up.
Oke, kita langsung ceritakan di lokasi ini kenapa saya akan bermalam di sini, karena ceritanya cukup horor dan cukup menarik banget bagi saya, teman-teman. Dan kita akan ceritakan secara singkat gitu ya. Nah, sebenarnya ceritanya sangat panjang, tapi kita ambil secara singkat gitu, teman-teman ya. 5 bulan yang lalu ya, di sungai sini, teman-teman, itu pernah ditemukan mayat laki-laki sedang diikat kakinya dan tangannya, teman-teman. Terus dibanduli batu, jadi itu mayatnya itu nggak bisa naik ya, jadi dia di dataran air terus gitu, jadi di bawah air terus gitu, teman-teman. Itu kejadiannya sekitar 5 bulan yang lalu, teman-teman.
But what's even stranger is what happened before the body was discovered. Villagers had already been reporting something strange, sightings of a silent figure walking through their neighborhoods at night. People said the figure would pause in front of houses, then vanish into the darkness. Many believed it was the man's spirit, trying to reach out, maybe even pointing people toward the hidden body in the river. Eventually, a fisherman noticed something odd, what looked like strands of hair floating in the water. That's when the truth began to come out. Now, Om Manu is here, camping alone at that same riverbank. He's drawn by the mystery, the paranormal energy people talk about in these rural places. As night falls, he sets up a CCTV camera aimed directly at the river, just in case something shows up. And then, things start getting strange.
Ini barusan ya, terdengar kayak ada langkah di atas air gitu. Ini sering banget suaranya teman-teman. Terus di atas itu kayak suara bambu bergerak, nggak tahu angin, nggak tahu apa teman-teman di atas. Ini barusan banget suaranya teman-teman.
At first there are odd sounds, bamboo creaking, water splashing, leaves rustling nearby. These could be animals, but they come in patterns, almost like something or someone is walking nearby. Later, as he reviews the CCTV footage, two moments stand out. Around the 27-minute mark, a dark shape slowly moves across the river. It's unclear what it is, but it's moving with purpose. Then, at 34 minutes in, something even more unsettling happens. A pale, ghostly figure appears near the water's edge. It doesn't move. It just stands there, facing the camera. You can barely make out its shape in the shadows, but there's no mistaking the feeling you get while looking at it. For a few seconds, it simply stares into the lens, then vanishes. But that's not the end. Sometime during the night, he wakes up and finds his cooking pot, something he had placed securely near his gear, now sitting several feet away. No animals around, no other people, just silence. Combined with what the camera captured, this moment makes him feel like he's not alone, like something knew he was there. By morning, he looks exhausted. His camera batteries have drained faster than usual, and he seems genuinely relieved to be leaving. For someone who has spent a lot of time around haunted places, this experience clearly shook him. In the end, he doesn't try to convince you of anything. He just shares what happened and leaves the rest for you to decide. So what do you think? Was something really there? Or was it all just the mind playing tricks in a place already haunted by tragedy? Ellie and Graham are an older couple from the UK who love to travel the country in their camper van. They share their adventures on YouTube and have built a small community around their travels. In November 2022, they were on one of their usual trips when an unexpected family emergency forced them to head back home quickly. But they were too far to make the full drive in one day. So they searched online and found a spot for stealth camping just outside a small town called Altrium. It was a tiny car park, not ideal, but they were in a rush and hoped to leave first thing in the morning. They never imagined that this spot would turn into the most terrifying night of their entire journey. By the time they got there, it was already dark. They parked the van, got settled, and went to bed around 11 p.m. But at 1 a.m., loud music suddenly blasted from a nearby car. It stopped after a short while, so they didn't think much of it and tried to get back to sleep. That's when they heard something that made their hearts stop. A loud crashing noise hit their van. It was so intense they thought a tree had fallen on them. They quickly stepped aside to see what had happened. What they found was shocking.
Just can't believe it. We've just been woken up with a loud bang, and you dropped something on the floor there. Or was that glass? 2 bricks. And someone's just smashed Merlin's windows while we were sleeping. So no, we don't recommend this as a place to stop. They smashed the windscreen, but Graham's hoping he can drive with that. But here's us in the middle of nowhere with a broken window and a cracked windscreen. About 200 miles from home.
Around their van were 3 bricks. The damage was bad. The windshield was cracked, the passenger window was shattered, and there was a large dent near the sliding door. The worst part wasn't just the damage, it was the fear that came with it. Ellie and Graham were shaken to the core. One thought haunted them. Was this a trap? Were the bricks thrown to scare them out so someone could break in? But hours passed, and no one approached them. No one tried to enter the van. That silence didn't calm them. It made things worse. Someone had attacked them, but they had no clue who or why. Later, they spoke to a family in another camper van that was parked nearby. That family said they heard a car speeding away right after the attack. That's when Ellie and Graham realized this wasn't random. It felt planned. The fact that there were 3 bricks but only one loud crash meant they were likely thrown at the same time, probably by a group working together. But why target an elderly couple and not take anything? Why scare them like that and leave without a word? Maybe it was just to drive campers away from the area. But then, why was the other van left alone? It didn't make sense. No one saw a face, no one heard a voice, and no answers ever came. The whole thing remains a mystery. Ellie and Graham were deeply shaken and didn't do any stealth camping after that for a long time. But with time, they slowly got back on their feet. And now, they seem to be back on the road, still exploring, still sharing their journey, but much more careful than before. In March 2025, a camping YouTuber named Daniel Mark Brown planned a stealth camping trip near Austria Street in England. His plan was pretty simple. Follow one of the hiking trails in the area, then leave the trail to find a hidden spot where he could camp without being seen.
It's been a beautiful day and it's still really warm in the evening here, so carrying all that kit and wearing extra layers is definitely sweating a little bit more than I wanted to on the way down here. Anyway, I'm going to go and find somewhere beautiful on the riverside to have something to eat, and we'll come back and pitch the bivvy. Oh, look at the sunlight coming in now. That is fantastic. I don't know if it comes across in these videos just how much I love this sort of stuff, but this is about as perfect a moment as I could possibly imagine.
Things actually went smoother than he expected. He found a quiet, well-hidden spot pretty quickly. After dropping off his gear, Daniel walked to a nearby river to cook some food. By the time he returned to his camp, the sun was setting and most people had already left the trail. It felt peaceful, and Daniel thought he was all set for a quiet night. But what happened next made him realize how risky stealth camping can really be.
This moment of setting up somewhere to sleep is the absolute epitome and perfect illustration of everything I love about wild camping and just being outdoors in general. I've 100% been spotted. Right, I'm trying to keep calm and keeping calm. I'm almost too scared to breathe here. I think a dog or something just came in.
After laying out his sleeping bag and falling asleep, about 90 minutes passed before something woke him up.
Oh, that's right. They're looking straight at me. I am trying not to panic.
He heard the sound of branches snapping, then saw a flashlight shining through the trees. Heart racing, Daniel slowly unzipped his sleeping bag, trying to figure out who was out there.
Hello? Right, I'm just going to use the phone light now, and I'm just going. They haven't been about, I haven't seen a single light now for maybe 5-10 minutes. I don't even know. I've been just trying to keep as calm as possible, but when they walked off and the light went out, I don't even know which direction they were, but somewhere in that direction. I'll forget it, let's just go. Right, I'll use the phone now. I'll keep the phone recording just in case anything else happens, and I'll use it as my only light. Right.
Not knowing what else to do, he called out to the person holding the light, but they didn't say a word. Instead, they quietly turned around and walked back into the woods. No explanation, no response, just gone. That moment shook Daniel up badly. He quickly packed his things and got ready to leave the forest. But if the person had bad intentions, getting out safely wouldn't be so simple. The way they ignored his voice, then silently turned off the light and disappeared, felt more like someone hiding, maybe waiting for the right moment to do something worse. Of course, there's also the chance that it was just someone out walking their dog or exploring at night. Maybe they didn't mean any harm at all. And when Daniel called out from the darkness, maybe they were the one who got scared and decided to leave quietly. That could explain why they didn't respond. Still, we can't ignore the possibility that this person was up to no good. Maybe they were sneaking up on Daniel and only walked away after realizing they'd been spotted. Whatever the truth is, Daniel left the woods safely and never saw the flashlight person again.
On April 15, 2025, a YouTube channel called The Wandering Series uploaded one of its creepiest videos yet. The creator, known for going on random adventures using the Randonautica app, started this trip with a simple goal, something fun and lighthearted. He set his intention on finding money, but what actually happened was far from lucky.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Wandering Series. Hey, it's finally nice out again. That means we can go do some Randonautica, because look, it's gorgeous. Sorta kinda, it's plus 20 out, which makes it really nice, but it's not officially spring yet, so everything is just like dead. So it might not look the prettiest. A bigger place, it would be a lot better, but I feel like the coulee, it's pretty cool, right? It's kind of neat. So basically, let's get this train rolling. I did get this pro membership, so now I don't have to worry about points. I'm thinking I'll probably do like an attractor, right? And we want to attract some money this time. It didn't work last time, but today maybe the spirits will be nice to me and will give me some money. Hey, that wouldn't be too bad. So let's start. And you gotta like manifest and think. So it's like money. Places in the water? No, it's actually not, if you look. Well, we can start heading over there. That looks like to be our first spot. So let's start heading.
With just a camera and a stick for protection, he headed out into the Canadian wilderness. The video begins with him climbing hills and walking through thick brush, clearly excited to see where the app would take him this time. The first location led him to something strange.
I think it would be okay. It would be pretty good. And then that way I can start selling energy drinks to kids, right? I don't have to worry about money anymore. Let's see here. Still way more down. But it looks like if we take this way, right? Because I'm feeling, it looks like we got to go up this hill and up there. We just got like a rig out there. I want to go like check it out. But they just got, yeah, an excavator. Pretty sure that's what it's called, an excavator. Just out in the boonies. That's sort of kind of cool. Oh, but this is a perfect example of being able to lift you guys. You can like kind of get in there. Is there anything? Are the keys in there? Can I take this? Oh, I kind of take that. Oh, if only my hand was a little bit longer. So if I go up this way, this leads up to the university.
A large, rusted excavator sitting alone in the woods. There was no construction site nearby, and the machine looked like it had been forgotten for years. He filmed the area, pointing out how quiet and worn down everything felt. It wasn't what he was hoping for, but it gave off a weird, uneasy vibe. The second point was much worse. This one led him deep into the forest, to a place locals call the Dollhouse.
I was talking about, hopefully no one eats me. I found the king of the homeless camps down here. Wow. Look at this. Murder. Oh, wait, Murdell Island. Doing guy not much. What do we have? Oh, you got Rainier. You got a baby. A lot of the heads seem to be missing. Well, that can't be good, can it? Who is that? Snow White? Yeah, Snow White lost her head. Other baby lost her head. This baby still has sort of kind of a face. Someone has a little head obsession with babies, it seems. Oh. Look at this. Kind of weird, isn't it? It's like a bone. So we can go up. Like what the f— oh. 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 Okay. Oh, that's kind of it, isn't it? All right. That's what? The doll.
It was a small, broken-down shack, filled with old toys, torn dolls, stuffed animals, and bits of children's clothes. The way the items were placed felt too intentional, like someone had arranged them on purpose. There were no people around, no sounds, just silence. This place has become something of a dark legend. Some visitors add more items when they come, turning the shack into a growing, eerie display. The toys were dirty and damaged. Some were even burned or nailed to the wooden walls. It looked like something out of a nightmare. But the scariest part came when he was leaving.
Okay, back on track. It's pretty cool, right? That's like the weirdest thing. That was more interesting than any of these Randonautica spots. But I guess if I wasn't doing Randonautica, I wouldn't have found it. So, oh, it's the spirit. Who knows? All right, but I think we just head to our final destination, which I think is just over here. Did you guys hear that? Someone just yelled, "Help!" Like, it wasn't them. That was like a different voice. I'm gonna have to actually review that. That's weird. What's going on here? Someone yelled help. Dude, I swear someone did. I don't think it was them. That sounded like more over here.
As he walked away, still recording and talking to the camera, a voice suddenly echoed from the trees. It was someone calling for help. He froze. The voice didn't sound like any of the people he had seen nearby, and it came from an area he hadn't explored. He turned the camera around, scanning the trees, but saw no one. You could hear the fear in his voice. He thought about going to check, but in the end, he didn't.
Let's take a look at the map. Actually, it's a little bit before the excavator. It's not very accurate, but it's right here. I think I'm standing on it. Well, that's the trip, isn't it? That's it. This is the spot, eh? I thought it was the excavator. This is just a whole lot of nothing. It is kind of pretty though, right? I've struck an out. No money. 0 for 3, right? Well, can you guys see that? How do you do it? Something like that? 0 for 3. Kind of disappointing, isn't it? I was hoping to find some money. The only one that could have been, well, probably out on the shoreline, maybe there's like buried treasure. I should maybe bring like a little shovel. Be like, is there any treasure here? Do some, what do you call it? I was gonna call it grave robbing. Treasure hunting. Treasure hunting. That's what we're doing.
The final point led him to a quiet clearing. There was nothing there. No objects, no clues, just open space. He laughed it off, saying it didn't help with his goal of finding money, but admitted this whole trip was one of the most intense he'd ever had. Randonautica didn't bring him wealth, but it did take him on a strange and creepy ride through isolation, odd symbols, and maybe even real danger. Was it all just random? Something the app couldn't control? Or did it really guide him towards something, or someone, that was never meant to be found? What do you think really happened?